All right, let's talk about Canada now. And the tyranny of the Mark Carney government shows no mercy at all. It appears that the CFIA, which is the terrorist agricultural department in the Mark Carney government, is apparently using giant blenders now to liquefy and kill off these ostriches. And of course, the owners of the Universal Ostrich Farm are not able to get close enough to actually see how many of their ostriches are still alive. Estimates now about half of the population of ostriches are still alive because the government has been culling or killing, murdering these animals, which can live to be well over, I think, like 35 years old or 40 years old. No threat to humans at all. In fact, maybe a savior of humans, learning how to deal with herd immunity. So here are just some examples of what these vacuum trailers and skids, along with these giant blenders to liquefy, yes, large grinders, to put these birds in there so that you can't see it under the darkness of night. Listen to this sound from Katie Pasitny and the Universal Ostrich Farm confronting the police about this. Watch.
Right. We're gaining more and more affidavits from people signing things that they're hearing, and like they say, that it sounds like something's going into a grinder. And yeah, in the middle of the night. And
there's a white box at the back corner.
They've heard they use this many times in disposal sites where for chickens and that, and they have some kind of chemical that they put them in first, and it eats all the feathers, it eats the meat and everything. And then they're left with the bones, and they have to do something with that. So then as they go into this grinder, which everybody's saying this is exactly what it sounds like.
And then 30 to 4:30 in the morning.
And then they have
early in the morning.
It out.
This is all happening. Let's bring in independent journalist from Ottawa, Canada, David Creighton, who writes at the Post Millennial, also hosts a great show called Creighton's Right. I want to talk about this and Mark Carney's corruption, new details about a nuclear plan and deal, even as the trade agreements with the United States have fallen apart, of course, but he's going to enrich himself once again. David, great to see you. Can you walk us through, I mean, grinders, people in the chat room are like, liquefy? What the hell is happening?
It sounds like science fiction. But tomorrow is Halloween, Clayton, and I really think what's going on at this farm is in sync with Halloween. It's horrifying, it's nefarious, it's sinister, and it's all being done in the clandestine, wee small hours of the morning. Now, what's going on? That one picture you showed there of one of these bird blenders, as they're colloquially known, being hauled into the farm with a truck, that was taken, yes, that picture there, that was taken at the ostrich farm. So we know this device, which we've identified by correlating it to other devices on the market, was hauled on to the farm. For what purpose? We are demanding, as journalists, and the farm is demanding to know from the CFIA, what is this device doing on this ostrich farm? And what are you going to do with it? What are you doing with it? Why are these septic tanks being removed at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning? Are they producing that much shit, excuse my language, from these CFIA agents? Is it all that, or is there something else going on here? Now, these bird blenders, as they're called, they're involved in a process called water cremation. I've never heard of this before. It's also called alkaline hydrolysis. This is actually, it has been used by the Department of Agriculture in the United States. It's used at the CFIA plant, or shall we call it the lab in Winnipeg, Manitoba. This is the same lab, by the way, where we had 2 Chinese spies working on the COVID vaccine for quite some time. They were expelled from Canada. Same place, though. But here's what I think might be happening, Clayton. It seems to me that this is an experimental operation to see if these devices can be used to get rid of poultry, ostriches. Potentially, they get as big as a device that can get rid of a bull cow. So this is incredible to think of it. But these devices have been in use since about 2017. And I think the CFIA is considering moving to this as a widespread process. Right now, they are killing poultry and other livestock through carbon monoxide poisoning. This seems to me to be an experimental option for them. Now, can we prove anything here? Absolutely not, because you know why. The CFIA and the RCMP, which are acting in collusion together at this farm, will not allow the owners to even trespass across that fence, to count the birds, Testing has been ruled out a long time ago. They can't count the birds. Now, that scene you're showing right now, this is because of observers on scene who have climbed to the top of a local mountain. They're using a zoom lens and they're capturing the entire area of the farm. And they're saying 330 ostriches is what the CFIA is claiming are still there, or 300. They can't decide. It's in a range between 300 and 330. How many ostriches do you see here? Well, most people are saying it looks like 200 to me, maybe tops 250. Where the hell are these ostriches disappearing? They're not flying away. This is a flightless bird. They're not getting through the fence. People can't get through the fence. Then they're not getting out of the farm because this is completely barricaded. It has CFI agents and RCMP officers watching this round the clock